pick a yellow card up. Both Candelar and Cafu have shown what good wing-backs they are, can go past people.
Montella and Del Vecchio waiting in the centre here. Oh, what a waste by Cafu, but Vestergaard had to go down to save the follow-up shot. Nakata, who's wearing gloves tonight, has really got his chance in the starting lineup because of the absence of Totti. He's often a substitute, the Japanese player for Roma. Here's Cafu. Candelar. Mangoni. There's too much pace on that.
In fact, Owen and Fowl have been paired together to suggest Liverpool definitely looking for the away goal. I think it's so important if you can get an away goal. Just a case of whether the likes of Barmby and Ziga can get forward, give them a supply, and Gary McAllister, important person in some of the creative forward passes.
Saw Phil Thompson there issuing instructions. The second leg is a week tonight, by the way, at Anfield. You can look forward to seeing that with us as well. Often there was a 2-week gap in the calendar for UEFA Cup ties, but not in this round, round 4. This is Emerson for Roma. Nakata. Candelar. To number 19, Samuel, the Argentine. Now across to Rinaldi. Samuel has got a good range of passing. He laid a goal on for Batistuta against Parma the other week. That's well played by Tomazzi. He's found Emerson, and Candelar again overlaps on the left-hand side. A run here by Montella.
See, very much a left-footed player.
Totti in the crowd tonight. It's caused quite a lot of controversy in Rome, this argument he's having with the club. It's all to do with who pays for what among his army of physiotherapists and helpers and masseurs.
This is ill as well, John. It didn't look too ill.
Not really. Nakata's through ball. That's Del Vecchio on the chase. And still Del Vecchio. He very, very nearly squared that to Montella. Candelar on the left-hand side again.
This was the little back hill. Good defending there, plenty of numbers back.
So Vecchio, who scored, as Mark Lawrenson was saying, against France in the final of Euro 2000. And here's Michael Owen trying to score for Liverpool. Gets right into the heart of the action there. But as the shot is blocked, it's Roma who break away with Cafu. It was Nick Barmby who had the original shot for Liverpool.
I think it was Emerson who got back well to make the vital tackle.
Barmby, who's got this canny record of having scored in the 3 away ties that Liverpool have played so far in the UEFA Cup. This is Tomazzi. Candelar coming in far side, bounces off him. Well, Capello, the Roma coach, was one of those, rightly or wrongly, linked at one time with the England job. Here's Nakata. Oh, flags up. There's an offside here. But Fabio Capello at 54 has just signed a new 2-year contract here. He won 4 titles in 5 years with AC Milan and took them to 3 successive European Champions Cup finals. Gabriel Batistuta, a legend in his own time. Here's an opportunity perhaps for Liverpool to get moving, but the pass from Jamie Carragher was intercepted by Cafu. That's Nakata looking for Candela, and they've got Del Vecchio down that side. Montella's in the centre, and all the time at the moment in the opening stages, Candela is getting plenty of the ball. This is Tomazzi, and now the other wing-back Cafu on the chase. That's too long.
Certainly Cafu and Candela have been the key players for me at the moment to play the wing-back role. Got to have width from those two, and they'd love to get forward. At the moment, Roma certainly providing those passes. Just the final ball hasn't been provided so far.
Gerard Houllier on his feet. He was telling me before the game just how many players are unavailable to him tonight. We haven't mentioned the likes of Redknapp and Berger and Vishkan and Hegem, as well as the recent injuries, including Emil Heskey, who did travel and trained last night, but it was never going to be enough to get him into the fitness frame tonight. Gary McAllister there for Liverpool, looking for Barmby. Del Vecchio. Candela. Montella's made the run. This is Ziga. Samuel trying to ward off Robbie Fowler. Does so with a square pass, showing plenty of confidence. That was Mangoni who picked it up, gave it to Candela. Nakata. Now it's a good-looking ball. This is Del Vecchio. Well, can he pick it up, Vesterveld? I think he can, and he's been fouled, in fact, by Montella.
It took an age to get any support, didn't they? Vecchio does very well. He crosses the ball, but no one's there. Ocho doesn't know that. He scrambles up, and then they say, well, do you want to pick it up or not? And Montella comes in a bit late.
Might have just momentarily crossed the goalkeeper's mind. Well, wasn't it going to be called a back pass? But fortunately for Liverpool, not. Here's Fowler, and he, in fact, is penalised there. This is the referee who took charge of the semi-final of Euro 2000. Didn't please the Italians too much because he sent off Zambrotta and also gave Holland 2 penalties, which they promptly missed. This is Alessandro Rinaldi on the near side, getting a rare chance in the Roma starting lineup. That's Emerson. I'd say there are upwards of 70,000 here for this. It's a big night in the UEFA calendar. Forward here by Rinaldi again. McAllister. Fowler. That was Mangoni going in with the header. Harmon for Liverpool. This is Babel. Throw-in quickly taken by Emerson. This is Del Vecchio. He's got Montella in the centre. Goes round the outside, looks for the free kick, gets it.
He was looking to get up quick, wasn't he? He thought he might have got away from Montella there. Got the challenge, got the free kick, but just had a look, but then got the decision. And again, at the moment, just getting a bit stretched, not keeping the ball long enough themselves, Liverpool.
Del Vecchio waiting in the centre now with Montella. 2 others joining in. Oh, Vesterveld came to punch that away from Samuel. Here's Cafu.
Better delivery of the free kick. A lot of people in there. Vesterveld decided not to catch. Couldn't get great distance, but in the end, Cafu shot wide.
Capello at the moment, calm and arms folded. It's a big occasion for his club too, although they would probably say in Rome that the Scudetto, or the Italian title, is their biggest priority this season. Their rivals and neighbours, Lazio, won it last year. This is McAllister for Liverpool, and it didn't quite run for Michael Owen. It's Candela. Samuel. Tomazzi. To Cafu. Arman. Tomazzi again, it's Ziga who slides in with the tackle, finds Haman. Barmby with Owen and Fowler making forward runs. And making one on this side is Cafu, and it's well cut out by Jamie Carragher. To Ziga. Liverpool striking the ball about well. This is Marcus Babbel. Owen.
Switch played much better there, but out certainly down the right-hand side where there was a lot of space. Just in that final third at the moment, Owen and Fowler not quite working in tandem.
No, there's no muscular presence of Heskey up there, of course. He would have been perhaps an important figure in this tie. May still be if he's fit for the second leg, but I don't think he's that likely to play in the cup tie on Sunday at the moment. Montella trying to get through. These are big, few mega days for Liverpool, really. They've got Manchester City in the FA Cup on Sunday, then the return with Roma, and then the Worthington Cup final against Birmingham in Cardiff the following Sunday. Here's Ziga. McAllister. Ziga again. Tries to go for a return, and Christian Ziga getting well inside the 18-yard area. Antolioli out.
Hasn't done himself justice, I don't think, at Liverpool yet. When he first got into the team, he made a few defensive errors. Probably why this evening is sort of left side of midfield.
Tomazzi, Cafu. Roma had a 2-1 away win at Bologna at the weekend to maintain their 6-point lead. They play Lecce here in the next league game this Sunday. But they've only won the title twice in their history, Roma, and the last time was back in 1983, the year before Liverpool last won the Champions Cup. That's Cafu. Arman. McAllister. Barmby. Montella in the centre is signalling that he wants the ball, but Del Vecchio is further forward in this attack. This is Nakata. Oh, and Montella came through the crowd there. Well, he came behind Onsho, actually.
It was a good ball. Certainly took out the midfield, and Montella, as you can see on the right-hand side of the pitch, and just comes into that space. His leg just can't make the contact to get it under control.
This is Rinaldi for Roma, and it's already obvious from the way that they've played in this first 16 minutes that Cafu and Candelar are the pivotal part of the team, the two wing-backs. Their pattern of play depends entirely almost on getting the ball to one side or the other. This is Emerson. Onsho. And it was Owen that went down, but it's Montella now trying to find Nakata. Carragher clears for Liverpool. It's as if Emerson may be injured. This is Mangoni.
Yeah, Cafu took a knock on that challenge as well, and he's the one hobbling out wide here. That'd be a blow if he can't get forward.
Yes, I think Cafu is the worst of the two. He is hobbling, and the assistant referee on this near side just signalled. That's where Cafu got hurt. They just signalled for an offside. That is an injury that he looks as though he may find it hard to shake off, Cafu. Trippier for Liverpool. McAllister. Babbel. Fowler makes the run behind the defender. Robbie Fowler for Liverpool. Oof.
It was unlucky, just trying to toe ender there. Good ball, just got it between the defenders. Little one through the legs initially. Just stretches, tries to go for a toe ender, but it wasn't quite as dangerous on the replay as it looked initially. But just trying to get an opening.
And of course an away goal would be, well, I say priceless, it isn't always that way, but it's certainly the second prize, so to speak, when you're playing these European ties. Here comes Del Vecchio. Liverpool throw. Story about Del Vecchio, just to clear up something that a lot of Italian supporters in London have asked me, and then back at home. He scored, as you know, to put Italy 1-up in the Euro 2000 final, and with 27 seconds to go they were still winning. A lot of people wondered why the referee added on so much stoppage time. One of the reasons was Del Vecchio took so long to go off the pitch when he was substituted. Go back to that in a minute. That's Nakata. Tomazzi. Liverpool breakaway. McAllister. And Ziga coming down this side. Del Vecchio went off to huge applause in the stadium in Rotterdam, but he took so long to get off the pitch, the referee added another 30 seconds on top of the normal substitute time, and it was in that period that Wiltord scored for France and changed the game. So if he gets substituted in future, he might move a bit quicker. Here's Nakata. Montella, did that make any sense to you, Trevor? Sorry, that's a bit of a long-winded explanation.
No, we got the gist of that.
Here he is now, it's Del Vecchio on the run. Nakata in the centre. Referee goes across. The tackle was by Onsho. That's the third time that Liverpool have conceded a free kick on that side of the pitch.
Even without Totti and Batistuta, they look very confident, bright side, as they should. Top of their league.
They've taken that one quickly, and Montella is right there in the 6-yard box, and Liverpool defending well. Barmby volleys clear. Mangoni. Rinaldi. Cafu to Tomazzi. Oh, Del Vecchio flicked this on. Didn't go where he wanted it to. Emerson gets it nonetheless. Then Walter Samuel comes forward and plays it wide to Candelar. That's his cross towards Cafu. Well, Alan Hansen said how important the first 20 minutes was, Trevor.
I think they've worked very hard as Lippmann warming up, but they've worked very hard defensively. I just think when they've got it, they've sort of knocked it forward a bit too quick, haven't tried to play their way out, and so it keeps coming back a little bit too much for comfort.
It's coming now out to the right-hand side for Roma, but Cafu can't control that. He still looks to me to have been slowed down by that knock. And Capello will be watching that closely, I would think.
I don't think he leaves any doubt to his players what he wants from them, does he? Pretty animated.
And talking of people being animated, it's a good word for Phil Thompson, isn't it? So Emerson for Roma. To Nakata. Cafu. Del Vecchio moving forward in the centre. That was Tomazzi. He found Cafu again, and that's going to be a corner.
Good move. Cafu accelerated well there. Ziga just chucked it back, blocked the cross, but the probing away. Just trying to get to the byline and pick somebody out in that penalty area.
Emerson and Samuel have come forward in the centre. That's Cafu. This is Rinaldi, and Samuel comes in from the far side. Good defending again by Liverpool. Barmby hooks it clear towards Fowler. But look at Candelar, he came back and picked that off as easy as you like.
Bit unlucky you got Lizarazu, haven't you, who's a French attacking fullback, excellent player. Otherwise Candelar had a lot more caps.
Yes, he would. He was in both squads, World Cup and Euro 2000. Played a little bit, but wasn't first choice. Emerson. Candelar again. Nakata's just inside him. This is Emerson. Now Cafu. He's again heading clear. Candela gets involved in everything, doesn't he? That was his shot again when the New England coach, who of course worked in this stadium with Lazio, is keeping a close eye on proceedings tonight. Sven-Goran Eriksson and Tord Grip. And it's nice to see that caption, isn't it? Giving him his correct title.
He's had a busy week, actually, for Real Madrid and Lazio on Tuesday, and then Manchester United and Valencia last night, and he's here tonight.
Now there are two to the left here as Liverpool build up with Babel. Gary McAllister makes a forward run. Fowler and Owen are waiting. Ball's gone out. It's a goal kick.
Yeah, and McAllister's probably sort of been the best of the midfield players. He's sort of spread the play quite well up to now. He is probably the attacking one that you would look to get beyond. Certainly Haman tends to hold. Nicky Barmby's been so involved, I think, tracking back, helping out Babel with Candela. We haven't seen a lot of him so far down the way.
No, I think the tactics that Gerard Houllier laid down for this game had a lot to do. Here comes Del Vecchio behind on show. Had a lot to do with just containing the raids of these two wing-backs.
Just for a moment I thought Del Vecchio got the wrong side of Hubia and Oncho. Just skidded off the turf, fortunately, went through the vestibule.
Long ball by Ziege, looking for Barmby on the far side. It's a Liverpool throw. Two benches, two expressions. Now Owen and Fowler waiting in the centre. Can Babel deliver a long throw in here? Ziege is joining them also now. Fowler standing with the goalkeeper, in fact. Won by Mangoni. And there he goes again. Marcus Babel, who when he was with Bayern Munich won a UEFA Cup Winners' Medal in 1996. In fact, he scored in the semi-final against Barcelona.
I think the long throw worked quite effectively in the previous couple of rounds, but because Emil Heskey was the one who quite often got the flick-ons. I think it was Olympiacos when he backheaded for Nicky Barmby to score. But with Fowler and Owen, I don't think there's going to be a lot of joy on head-ons from long throws.
This is Tomazzi to Montella. Del Vecchio goes to his right. There's swift movement here in the Roma ranks, but there's also good solid cover by Liverpool. Oncho and Ipia have started well at the back. It's away by Mangoni. Anybody joining us late who's spotting Liverpool are in the orange would probably be right to assume that they'll be wearing the red next Thursday. Michael Owen trying to create something here for Robbie Fowler to his left. He finds Nick Barmby to his right. Fowler still in the centre. That's Tomazzi with the header out. McAllister now picking it up from Harman. Barmby again. Low in towards Owen.
Just before that, Owen was looking for a free kick on the edge of penalty. I just thought Samuel used his arms.
Offside. Nakata. He's a real marketing property for Japanese football and indeed for Roma now, because they have a huge support over there in Japan, largely because he's playing as a high-profile member of their national team in Serie A in Italy. And looking forward, I would have thought, to being a star in the 2002 World Cup. Here's Jamie Carragher to McAllister. Owen was shoved off the ball by Tomazzi. Free kick to Liverpool to be taken by Ziege, it would seem. In fact, there are 4 players waiting to come in from the far side of the area. Ziege now to take the throw. This is Fowler. Liverpool have a corner. No, they don't. Goal kick.
Robbie Fowler just goes, he's trying to flick it off the defender's foot. Just pulled him on the way back out again. So, at the moment, just can't look as if they're going to threaten this Roma defence. At the moment, we've got to say the home side having more of the play, but definitely Liverpool defended well, and Westerveld hasn't had any clear opening where he's got to make a save.
Well, it's a pretty good opening half hour for Liverpool, you'd say. They get a free kick there. Dietmar Hamann brought down by Emerson. And our Italian director knows exactly where Capello stands, as indeed most of our English coaches now, who have the habit of being very high profile on the touchline. It's the same here in Italy. And 1 or 2 of the substitutes stretching out there. Fowler trying to get down the right-hand side. Owen is there with him, and he gets a little shove in the back there. And that's going to be a free kick to Liverpool in what could be dangerous territory. Just see how many they send up for this. Sami Hyypiä, who's pretty useful at set plays, is up there, number 12. Gary McAllister in there also, and Marcus Babbel. Oh, and it's a Roma head, I think, that sends that backwards. Would have been an own goal, Trevor.
Nearly the skipper, wasn't it? I think Del Vecchio, yes. It looked as if it was going into a ruck of Roma players, but it was Del Vecchio, top of his head, just stretching backwards. He had it covered.
Yeah, it's a corner on the far side to Liverpool, so Babbel will stay forward, number 6. Ziege will take it with his left foot. A lot of activity in there on the goal line. Still not really cleared by the Roma defence. Well, and even now. Oh, that was a foul by Robbie Fowler after a neat turn from Rinaldi.
Very good little dummy, wasn't it? Robbie Fowler trying to do the block. Antonioli, the goalkeeper, had a lot to do, but doesn't look as if he's too keen to come off his line.
No, he lost his place earlier in the season to Lupatelli, who's now the number 2 keeper, and Capello has swapped them round a bit, actually. 2 goalkeepers. This is Babbel. Looking for Owen, helps it on. McAllister, Ziege forward as well from midfield. In fact, McAllister won that. Here's Tomazzi. He's a very well-liked character in Rome, the number 17. There's a lot of work for charity. Here's Emerson, not being very charitable towards Liverpool here. It's a decent move, I think. The Cats let it run on. This is Candela. And Nakata. Liverpool getting their blocks in, but there may be more to do here. That's Cafu with the cross. And there's a push in there. It's a free kick to Liverpool.
Looked quite dangerous at one stage. Emerson making quite a strong forward run. Knocked it through to the edge of the penalty area, and it just eluded, I think it was Montella, and it came out to Candela. I thought he might have a shot, and eventually, though, came to Nakata, and he didn't really hit a decent one either. So plenty of probing, but no clear opening, so credit to the defence at Liverpool.
I think Dave Galley, the physio, is waiting to apply some treatment. It may be...
Yeah, bang on Gary McAllister, wasn't it, when he went for that challenge in the air?
Yes, he's come over to the touchline, McAllister. I don't think he'll be off for long. Fowler now competing here with Rinaldi. Emerson, and McAllister's signalling to try and get back on the pitch. Hasn't succeeded yet, and while Liverpool are down to 10, it's Nakata. And now Rinaldi across to Mangoni. They've kept the ship very stable at the back, Liverpool, in this opening half so far. But Nakata now, as Phil Thompson gets his man back on. But does he? No, still the signal doesn't come. The referee's looked across and hasn't given McAllister the go-ahead. This is Babel. Oh, and Fowler's just shaken off his marker there for a moment, but the pass was hit too long. Liverpool fans are making themselves heard, angry that McAllister still isn't allowed on the pitch. Gerard Houlier's come out now to try and attract the referee's attention. This is Tomazzi. To Mangoni. Candela. Well, I can see no reason for why they can't beckon McAllister on. This is Emerson. To Rinaldi. There'll be a row if they score now, Roma. Cafu. Forward run by Tomazzi. Well, surely now, yes, at last, McAllister can get on the pitch. But Marcus Merck, the referee, I think, is explaining to him that perhaps he didn't notice him as soon as he should. Here's... No, it's not. It's going to be a goal kick.
Rinaldi likes to get forward, doesn't he? The right-hand side of the three at the back. But at the moment, I mean, I think Liverpool have done well. They've defended well, but they've tended, when they've cleared the ball, just to give it straight back to Roma. I don't think they've kept possession quite as long as they should have done, but I'm sure, with just 10 minutes now to go to half-time, that bench should be quite pleased at that scoreline.
Well, yes, it would be a cracking second... Well, it would be a cracking second leg anyway, but if Liverpool could go back all square, Anfield would really be heaving. This is Nakata. Really is a case for the Liverpool supporters, as Alan Hansen said, of being back in the big time after, by their standards, a few quiet years. Not many quiet years in Capello's coaching career. Great atmosphere. That's a free kick to Liverpool. Foul on Ziga. So Fowler and McAllister trotting across to the far side of the penalty area. And at that moment, Sami Hyypiä decides he'll come forward as well. And Babel. Long throws, I think, by Marcus Babel here, but that was what he was shaping to do, but he fooled them. He crossed towards Robbie Fowler instead, and that was a shot by Ziga that was blocked, and it was a flying tackle by Cafu, who is somewhat perplexed by the referee's decision. But it's a free kick again, and once more Hyypiä has gone forward to the far side for Liverpool. If Ziga could just plant one of these, there's Batistuta. Wonder if we'll see him tonight, or indeed next week. If he could plant one of these, Ziga, on the head of Babel or Hyypiä, Liverpool might well get something out of a set play. But he's playing them a bit short at the moment. And that's a bit long.
Yeah, just a lack of understanding between the players there. Got to say, Roma are very strong defensively, best defensive record. And actually also score a lot of goals. But when I saw them in Europe last couple of years, they haven't played like this. They don't just throw men forward. They build up patiently, quite happy to bide their time, wait for the openings to come along, and then just claim the odd chance and get their 1-0.
Well, we'll see. On show for Liverpool. Babel. Samuel for Roma. There's not much they can do about it from down there, really, is there? This is Cafu. Nakata. Stand still. Candelar's up on the left-hand side. That's where the space is. That's where the ball's going. Montella's waiting in the centre, and so is Del Vecchio. Candelar tries to get the cross in and has to settle for a corner. Now Del Vecchio's in the 6-yard box. Montella is just outside it. Emerson's there, and Samuel has come forward. Well, the corners and free kicks are being rather poorly delivered at the moment, but here's one for Montella to challenge Westerveld for.
They have been poor, haven't they? Comfortable catch. Good bit of play just now by Nakata. He's been a bit quiet, just an opportunity to see him into play, as I say, that attacking midfield role. He's been more defensive when he's got his chances, so he's not quite lived up to that reputation from the World Cup.
We have a free kick here in the centre circle. It was Emerson who was challenged by Gary McAllister. Dangerous play was given. This is Mangoni to Emerson. Del Vecchio started a run there through the centre. He wasn't picked out. This is Nakata. And McAllister for Liverpool looks for Fowler. All rather scrappy at the moment, you'd say. Ziga. Forward by Carragher. Fowler on the chase. And the assistant referee is flagging for a throw-in.
Frustrating time for the likes of Fowler, and I've got to say the supply's not been great, so they've been quiet. So it's just one of those evenings where you've got to chase away and hope that chance comes your way and they can get that vital away goal.
Yes, and I understand that the second leg at Anfield is already a sellout and has been for some time. Nakata. Candela. It's been a bit of a stop-start half, hasn't it? A few free kicks and not much really coming on the end of them. But that won't displease Liverpool in their position as the away team in this first leg of the UEFA Cup fourth round. Fowler competing for this, but Samuel is much taller. Del Vecchio through the centre. Liverpool have a man either side of him. This is Montella. Cafu will settle for the throw. Roma just trying to quicken the game here. It's Montella again. Cafu with Del Vecchio waiting in the centre. Rinaldi wants to try and get the ball in if he can from here. Del Vecchio coming in! Well, that was the nearest we've been, I think.
What a terrific cross. Made it himself, Rinaldi. Terrific pace, and got to say, I think Del Vecchio should have scored. Jumped superbly, timing well, did everything right, got in front of Hoodia and just must get it on target. He's good in the air normally.
Yes, you could see from the reaction of Tomazzi in the first close-up what the others thought of that. This is Fowler, but he's been knocked off the ball, and it's Nakata. Candela again. Del Vecchio is now down the left. Onsho goes across to challenge him. And that ball may well... Yes, it's run out. Well, there's 2 minutes left in the first half, plus stoppage time. Trevor, how would you sum up Liverpool's display here?
Well, I think they've worked very hard. They've denied too many clear-cut chances, but Roma are that sort of side. They keep possession well, they build up, they're patient, waiting for the opening. That was the opening. It was a good opportunity. Rinaldi did excellent. It was a terrific cross towards the near post. And Vecchio got ahead of his man, jumped well, and missed the target, and that was the one that got away.
Right, well, now Liverpool have the ball with Owen. Fowler in the centre with Barmby. Michael Owen trying to take on two defenders down this side. And Cafu plays it forward towards Del Vecchio. Not much to disturb Onsho and Hyypiä apart from that one-headed chance. This is Babel. Oh, and Fowler turned well there, and he's got Owen to his left. Oh, McAllister wanted it pulled back, and it wasn't pulled back far enough. Tomazzi to Emerson. Now Cafu's gone right up into the attack in this movement. This is Nakata. Montella trying to make space for Del Vecchio, but once again, Liverpool keep their shape.
Nakata took a long time there. Have a look at Cafu. Was he going to make a run? Then came inside, looked towards Montella and Del Vecchio. 5 Liverpool players were back, and then he tried to thread one through, not on the same wavelength.
So the last minute of the half, plus any time the referee decides to add on. And Liverpool looking pretty secure here in the Olympic Stadium in Rome. Scene of their two of their 4 joyful moments, I should say, because of course they won the Champions Cup 4 times in that wonderful period for the club. Tomazzi. It was a minute of stoppage time signalled there. Mind you, the day I can read those boards will be a first, really. This is Samuel. Del Vecchio starts to run down the centre. Montella. Nakata's to his left, and to his right is Cafu. Now this is dangerous. Del Vecchio's coming towards the near post, checks out now. Nakata gets there first. There's an appeal for hands from Liverpool. It's not given. This is Cafu. And now Emerson, the Brazilian. All the deflection on that, and it's carried it out for a corner. At the very close of the first half. And Emerson and Samuel come forward for Roma. Samuel gets up at the far side. Del Vecchio's in there. Westerveld needs to claim this.
Del Vecchio just couldn't bring the ball down. I think it was about 5 or 6 Liverpool players all in the 6-yard box, but once it bounced, that gave the opportunity for Westerveld to come out. And all good so far as that whistle goes.
Yes, I'd call that a satisfactory first half for Liverpool. They didn't create very much, but on the other hand, they contained Roma and restricted them to one really clean scoring chance, the header by Del Vecchio. And Liverpool, I would think, would go off thinking, well, the job is half done here. The half-time score in the Olympic Stadium is Roma 0, Liverpool 0. All that talk about penalties, Trevor, very fascinating from 1984. I suppose we can assume next Thursday, if this goes to penalties at Anfield, that Liverpool would win, because not only did Italy lose that one, they've gone out of 3 consecutive World Cups on penalties, haven't they?
Yeah, not the greatest record. I don't know if the lads know. Alan Cutter's here, isn't he? He's working on the radio, so he might be able to talk them through that one and refresh their memories of how much they did duck out of it. But at the moment, certainly, I'm sure Liverpool want to just carry on as they've done and just make sure they deny the chances to Roma. But I'm sure Roma will want to go with a lead if they possibly can to next Thursday.
Yes, it's all going to be down to the wire at Anfield a week tonight. But we have another 45 minutes and a bit more here first. And we'll see whether Liverpool do use Litmanen and whether Roma... Oh, there's a shot straight from the kickoff. Whether Roma used Batistuta. You didn't used to be able to do that, but you can now. And I think it was Montella, was it?
Yeah, it's a bit of an insult to Westerveld. He was just about on the penalty spot. Even if he'd have creamed it, I think Westerveld would have had time to get back.
Oh, well, a bit of speculation at the start of the second half. Let's hope we see a bit more imagination. Rinaldi, the number 23 there, was the guy who got that cross in for Del Vecchio. I think Capello would have expected Del Vecchio to score there. But other than that, Liverpool... Oh! And a chance maybe for Liverpool here with Michael Owen latching onto something. And Liverpool have scored themselves! Goodness me! Houllier can hardly believe that. Owen comes across to the touchline to take the celebrations and the congratulations, and Roma have presented Liverpool with a goal in their first attack of the second half. Look look at those reporters from Merseyside. I don't think they could have expected that. What on earth was Mangoni doing?
Well, what an error. Quite amazing at this level that you can get a top-class player just really try to lift it over Michael Owen. You can see what he's trying to do. Look, he's trying to switch the play. Doesn't get any height. I mean, it's knee height. Good first touch. Shapes the shoot, then comes on his favoured right. Tucks it in the corner. What a boost for Liverpool and Michael Owen.
Well, Owen doesn't need to be asked twice, does he? He takes it well, but while you're watching that, Roma are on the attack at the other end, trying to put things right. 1-0 to Liverpool. The away goal has been scored here in Rome.
Although they showed up Mangoni, I still think it was Ronaldo who tried to play it to Mangoni.
It was, but Mangoni didn't really go into a position at first that he wanted, I don't think, but it was, you're quite right, it's Ronaldo who has to take most of the responsibility, number 23. He was hoping Mangoni was going to come in and cover, but by that stage, Owen was in possession.
Yeah, once you got Michael Owen running at you, Mangoni's in trouble. Ronaldo set up the Del Vecchio chance, then makes a costly error at the other end.
Goodness, what a start to the second half. I don't think some of the supporters were back in their seats. Roma 0, Liverpool 1, but for how long? Emerson getting involved there, but Liverpool break out again with Owen. And he was checked there by Rinaldi, and I would have thought that was a yellow card offence.
It was a cynical block, wasn't it? Whether he's saying, why did you put the ball in the back of the net after that error or what? But Michael Owen, look at that elation. He's had a tough few months, hasn't it?
Not a bad time to do it in front of Sven-Goran Eriksson either, is it? Anyway, here's a free kick to Liverpool. It's Marcus Babbel in possession now. That really has set the Liverpool fans to our left singing. Babbel's cross, foul is in the middle now.
Well, it also makes certainly Roma think about whether Batistuta has to come on for half an hour. I think at 0-0 Roma certainly wouldn't have changed. I've seen them before, that sometimes they go away quite happy with the 0-0, not having conceded the away goal to the opposition, but now they're 1-0 down. It puts a whole different picture, and they've got to chase it.
Well, indeed, and even if Roma were to score, Liverpool would be happy with 1-1 here, wouldn't they? So this is Nakata trying to get the ball through, so effectively to come away with this, any satisfaction from the home leg. Roma are now looking to score 2. Nakata. There's Batistuta. I'm pretty certain that they'll have to press him into service. But here's Nakata now with Del Vecchio running on. This is Candelar. And he's going to get it back. And, that's going to be a corner. Montello is coming in behind Del Vecchio. Now, can Liverpool just stem the tide for the next 5 minutes and really sit on this lead? That's the big question. Roma have a corner. Played short to Nakata. Candelar is still here. Del Vecchio waiting in the centre. Samuel moves forward in there too. And this is Emerson. And now Tomazzi. There is going to be a change fairly swiftly, I think, on the touchline, but for the moment play goes on with Nakata. He's that all the way back here to Rinaldi. And there's going to be a substitution straight away by Roma. And Assunção, the Brazilian midfield player, I think is going to come on, Trevor.
I wonder who's going to play the prize. Is it Nakata coming off? Yes. He's not had a too influential a game, and certainly just had that little 1-2 with Candelar, but being replaced straight away.
Assunção, who came from Flamengo for £5 million, 24 years old. I'm told he's also a bit of a free kick specialist, so he replaces Nakata in midfield.
Yeah, I think Assunção has sort of gone more into that deeper role. That might release Emerson to perhaps go forward a bit more. He's been sort of the holding midfield player.
Well, we've got 3 Brazilians on the pitch now in the Roma side. Here's Del Vecchio. And going to be a free kick. Emerson fouled. It's been taken. The referee wants it taken further back, so a retake. Cafu puts the ball down. Montella and Del Vecchio, the two central players. Samuel goes to join them now, so does Candelar. Montella couldn't set anybody else up, and Liverpool here have got real chances of breaking out again. It's Nick Barmby looking for Robbie Fowler, who gets a foot in there.
So important they don't let them back in it too early. Liverpool got to keep the concentration, defend. And the home fans aren't used to this, are they? They've had a good run of success. They're not the most patient, and if they could just keep it for another 10-15 minutes, you can just sense the frustration will creep in.
There's a handball there by Montella. Well, we were looking at that ecstatic moment in the right-hand penalty area when Alan Kennedy scored that penalty all those years ago, and it's at that end that Michael Owen puts Liverpool in charge here. Oh, and again a mistake by the Roman defence.
I thought Michael Owen was offside, but it was very casual. I thought Mangoni and Rinaldi had done very well the first half. Suddenly, they're the two newcomers, shall we say, not the first choices, and they look very uncertain, haven't they?
Yes, Rinaldi, who made the mistake, wouldn't have played if Aldair had been fit, another Brazilian, but he won't want to be remembered for that moment, I wouldn't think. Emerson. And Liverpool don't want to make any mistakes either now. Oncho recovering there. Here's Assunção. Tamazzi. Del Vecchio trying to get behind Oncho and Hyypiä. Oh, it's good play by Candelar. And there's some movement to his right as well. This is Del Vecchio. Assunção. Carragher for Liverpool. And there's an injury down there. One of the Roma players, I think it's Del Vecchio, in fact, who's hurt. Anyway, play goes on the far side. Yeah, it is the striker who's hobbling. That probably would bring Batistuta on, wouldn't it? Anyway, here's Fowler for Liverpool. Babel. Barmby back to McAllister, and the referee awards a free kick for a late challenge, and he's surely got to get involved now, Trevor.
Well, I think the fact he's starting to do his stretching exercises suggests he's definitely going to have half an hour, and he won't want to go to Anfield next week with a deficit.
Ziege is up here on the far side as Babel prepares to take the free kick. Fowler and Owen waiting also. Owen comes in behind two defenders. This is Tamazzi for Roma. Cafu. Groans of the home supporters as that ball fails to find Del Vecchio. Liverpool have really quietened the crowd now. That's an offside, though.
As much as we've spoken about Roma, yeah, perhaps priority being to win their league, there's nothing more deflating and just sowing the seed of doubt than lose an important high-profile game like this.
Here's Emerson for them. To Rinaldi. Tamazzi. Oh, Liverpool broke that up beautifully, didn't they? Look at that. Excellent play until the ball was carelessly given away. A thread of confidence spinning through the Liverpool side at the moment off the back of that goal. This is Assunção for Roma. Could all change, though. You never know. Del Vecchio and Montella still the two up front as we await the possible arrival of Batistuta. This is Candelar. inside on his right foot, and the flag's up there. There was an offside decision.
Well, not bad if you can get Candela coming inside, because then he's knocking in a diagonal cross. As you can see, he's coming into the strength of that Liverpool midfield, and he's not going to hurt them from crosses like that, and the offside flag is quite right.
And Westerveld decides to play this short to his right full-back Babel, and that's going to find Nick Barmby. And in turn, maybe a chance again for Owen to create something here. And set up with a throw.
Actually, just in 10 or 11 minutes, Michael Owens had more touches than he did in the whole of the first half. You just see that little bounce now in his step, and he's wanting the ball. Just a little goal.
Yep. He's back on the penalty spot now as Babel prepares to take this throw. Fowler is the player coming towards him here, but he's lost it, and it's Candela for Roma. Oh, look at that, he's given that away to Ziga. And are they onside? No, they're well. The assistant referee has flagged. Could have been almost a repeat.
Yeah, it was a bad error by Candela. Rinaldi on the right there, look, they just step up as it's played, just off.
Yeah, forward by Asim Sow. Rivaldo. Movement here from Emerson, being checked by McAllister. That's a foul, but is he going to play an advantage? No, he's not. It's a free kick to Roma.
I think also, I wasn't sure if Del Vecchio was offside there.
Ah, good spot. That's why the flag went up to start with. The referee has seen his assistant and has decided to reverse that. So he was offside.
I don't think they're going to take it too quickly either. Must be absolutely delighted coming up to the hour to find themselves 1-0 up.
Yes, they must be. And Fowler on the far side. This, of course, in a Liverpool side that's lacking one or two who would have played had they been fit. Heskey and Gerrard, to name a couple. And I think if he'd been eligible, probably Bichan as well, the recent signing, would have probably been in the side, but he's already played in the competition, so he's cup-tied. Now, Fowler, no, it's a free kick against him.
Well, you've got the bench also of Littmanen and Smeitzer, even with all those missing, and now with them 1-0 up, they can leave them there perhaps for a while.
Through ball, looking for Del Vecchio, and it had to be taken out by Hoopier. I think you were watching the two coaches at the time, courtesy of our Italian director, but there was a moment when Liverpool nearly got caught in their own penalty area. It's a corner to Roma. Del Vecchio and Emerson are forward, and so too now is Mangoni, and Samuel jumping, and Westerveld jumping. Two players collide and are both injured.
Yeah, Westerveld knocks it out, and with a treatment, who's got the hardest head?
Sami Hyypiä was the Liverpool player on the receiving end there. He went up with, and in fact, Emerson had headed the ball, and then they clashed heads before it went on here to Westerveld. Going to give the ball back. Owen. And he's gone down. Barmby tries to play on. In fact, Roma got the bounce of the ball there, really. The ricochet goes to Candela, and he's looking for Del Vecchio. On by Montella. And that's going to be a corner to Roma. An hour gone here in the Olympic Stadium. They're looking for a short one here. It's been taken. Samuel is in the centre as Tomazzi tries to feed the ball through. Oh, that's a silly free kick to give away there. Christian Ziga, an untidy challenge on Cafu. And Liverpool will be kicking themselves if they concede from this. Asun Sow, who, as I say, has a reputation as a free kick taker, has gone across now, having just come on. Now, what Brazilian magic can he conjure here? Just two players in the wall. Assunção chips. Cafu with the header.
It was unmarked. Glancing header. I think he was actually going for goal. I don't think he was just helping it across the face of the goal, but Liverpool quite relieved to see nobody coming in at the back post.
Just think what a good week it's been, Trevor, for English clubs in Europe. You know, Leeds, Arsenal, Manchester United all got results they wanted.
Some tough games amidst all those, and certainly Liverpool, if they can just now keep them out in this closing half, and I'm sure soon Batistuta would have to be introduced.
Here come Liverpool again, and Michael Owen once more pestering the Roma defence. Fowler's in there too. Owen again! Can he get a shot in? No, he can't. This is Montella. Del Vecchio down the centre. Breaks down again. And Liverpool once more have a chance to come over the halfway line with Marcus Babbel to Fowler.
Left wing.
Yes, left wing is the ball. And it's been knocked inside for Barmby. And that could have been number 2.
It was a poor pass by Assunção. It was cut out, and then he chased back right into the centre of midfield and suddenly left a big gap because Cafu had been charging and overlapping down the right-hand side. They are starting to leave themselves a little bit unbalanced in their anxiety to try and get an equaliser.
It was Ziga who was in all that space on the left, and that's partly what the team's selection was about, to try and nullify Cafu. Now here's Assunção to Tomazzi. Cafu again now. Del Vecchio tries to get there, header by Dietmar Hamann. Cafu again. Oh, Emerson was just shaping to volley that. Here's Candelar. Liverpool have pulled everybody back inside their own half there.
There was a man who just got a toe ender and then cleared that. There's Batistuta just doing his pads and tie-up, so definitely going to enter the fray.
Well, the Roma fans will be thinking not before time. This is Samuel. Rinaldi. And back it goes to the displeasure of the crowd, to Mangoni. Cafu. Free waiting in the centre here for Roma. Can Ziga prevent him getting the ball in? In the end, Rinaldi turns and plays it back to Tomazzi. And this is Assunção. That's good play. It's been stopped by Westerveld. Unfortunately, the rebound went to a Liverpool player.
You could say he got a good shot. That was a good strike. Good save by Westerveld. And as you say, he got good cover as it rebounded off him.
That's got the crowd going here. Assunção. Cafu. Back to Mangoni. And Emerson looking here for a shot. Oh, plays it instead to Cafu. There's the ball in. Del Vecchio tries to turn. It's Candelar. It's Emerson. And it's Liverpool coming away with the ball with Barmby. Batistuta is waiting for a break in play so that he can get on. But this is a better spell for Roma, it has to be said. It's Cafu. Assunção. Del Vecchio. And now Candelar. Getting it in early to Del Vecchio, and Liverpool have cover here. Oncho had support behind him. Now then, is this the moment, Trevor?
Yes, here it comes early. They've had a very good spell of pressure. Good pass by Emerson to Cafu, got to the byline, and they defended in numbers well. I'm not surprised to see Tomazzi come off. He's sort of more on the right side of midfielder, but they've got to go 3 up. Montella, Del Vecchio and Batistuta. Now this will be some test. These closing 25 minutes.
Yes, the Argentine goal scorer with the huge following here in Italy Played 10 years at Fiorentina, Gabriel Batistuta, never won Serie A, which is why he came to Roma at the age of 32. And he's on the pitch now wearing number 18. And he's blocked off to start with by Hyypiä. And a wonderful record in goals in Italy, Batistuta, 166 in 259 Serie A games. It's a fantastic reputation he has. Now he's in the centre now, tries to get a touch on the near post.
Well, Cafu certainly playing almost as a right winger there. Just try to get it into the near post. That was a shot, and certainly a good strike, but well covered, wasn't it, from the defender, and Sasau.
Well, Roma have more possession now, I would have said, than possibly, well, certainly any other time in the second half. Maybe in the game. They've got Emerson here and Assunção playing down the centre. Now they're looking for Batistuta, and he gets challenged by Babel. Barmby with Fowler pulling away to the left-hand side. Barmby sees a little gap there. Candela. Well, three of the most prolific strikers in Italy now playing up front for Roma. Del Vecchio, Montella and Batistuta. But if the truth is told, I think they've lacked the imagination of Totti tonight more than anything else. Here they come now with Rinaldi. Offside.
Well, it was Montella just dropped to the deep, tried to sweep it wide to Cafu. But Del Vecchio pulling quite wide. You can just see in this replay with Montella, he's sort of just on this left-hand side. I thought he'd be a bit closer to Batistuta. They've got Batistuta through the middle, Del Vecchio on the left, and Montella sort of more on the right, although he dropped just a bit deep. I'd certainly thought they'd be a bit closer as a three-pronged attack.
Offside now at the other end. Fowler and Owen. Del Vecchio's pulled more over to the left now, and Candela finds him. This is Assunção. Emerson. Big South American presence now in the Roma team. 2 Argentines, 3 Brazilians. But no end product.
Well, that was poor old Rinaldi there, looking, I think, probably beyond the back post towards the Vecchio there, who's, as we say, playing wide left, and just bobbled up, didn't he, and shinned it. It was a dreadful one. So a bit of frustration for the home fans.
I hope all the Roma players' passports are in order. The attendance, by the way, is just around the 60,000 mark inside the Olympic Stadium, officially declared now. It doesn't hold 80, in fact, when it's full. Here's Assunção. Batistuta turning. And then on by Candela. Disciplined performance so far by Liverpool. Harman to Ziga. Robbie Fowler. Free kick. 20 minutes left in the Olympic Stadium. Roma 0, Liverpool 1. And on this side of the pitch, Nick Barmby trying to get in behind Candela. Gets a throw.
Just vital seconds just being wasted. Giving them an option. Candela looking frustrated, but don't worry, they'd do exactly the same if they were 1-0 up.
And there's a bit of tugging there by Mangoni, who seems a bit perplexed, but it's a free kick to Liverpool. Well, if they can get a second one now, you'd almost start talking about the quarter-finals. Hyypiä is up on the far side. And McAllister and Ziga are the two players over the ball. Babel making his way over to the far side as well now. Oh, and the goalkeeper punching it out. And the return shot was from Harman. Now it's Ziga. Can he get the ball in early? Owen's on the near post. Oh, it's a chance for number 2! And it is number 2! Michael Owen on the near post has made this a personal triumph. Would you believe this now? He can't. 2-0 to Liverpool, and Owen here fulfilling, as Ziga gets the ball in, the reputation that Sven-Göran Eriksson was told about, and now he can see for himself. Poaching.
It all came from Antonioli's punch, didn't it? If you remember the original strike, I just thought he was going to take it waist into his chest. He thumped it out. They then played a good 1-2, got into the byline, and Michael Owen just getting in front of the goalkeeper who was in no man's land.
Batistuta at the other end for Roma. 2-0 to Liverpool, 2 away goals, if that should be significant in any way, but, well, what do Roma do about this? Assunção. If it stays like this, they'll have to come to Liverpool and try and win 2-0. Emerson. It's Montella. Candela. Del Vecchio. Batistuta! Oh. Good block. Good challenge. Hupia. Well, Capello has got to hope that Batistuta can turn. Look at the reaction of Michael Owen. You didn't perhaps see that when the goal first went in, but that was a great moment for him. Here's Batistuta. Vladimir Smica is getting prepared. Here comes Smica now, and Michael Owen, who has scored 2 goals, is going to be the man to come off. What an ovation he's going to get from the Liverpool fans.
Well, he's had a tough few months and been waiting a long time for an evening like this. Such an important game. Took the first chance brilliantly, and then the second one doesn't get many headers.
There's been a mistake here, you know. Gerard Houllier doesn't want Owen off at all. I couldn't believe it at first. He's waving him back on the pitch. They put the wrong number up on the board, Trevor. Just bear with us, we'll straighten this out for you.
I would prefer to get the match ball if possible and a chance of getting a hat-trick.
I think it's Ziga, isn't it?
Anyone but Michael Owen, I think Gerard's saying. Sorry about that.
Well, they couldn't find him when he scored the second goal, and they nearly found him in the wrong place there, but it's still Owen on the pitch. Ziga off, Smica on, Liverpool 2-0 up. And Gerard Houllier looking here at possibly the greatest result he's had as Liverpool manager. This is Babel. Here's Emerson. Well, they won here in 77, they won here in 84, they lead 2-0 tonight. No wonder the Liverpool supporters like coming to Rome. This is Emerson. Now it's Candela. Del Vecchio. Batistuta. And now Rinaldi to Cafu. Roma desperate to get one back here. And Montella comes across, but Harman was there, and there's an offside.
Frustration for the home fans, and the noise that viewers back home can hear is the Liverpool fans. They're absolutely ecstatic, singing away. I'm sure they can't believe themselves that Mike Lowen scored 2 and they're 2-0 up here in the stadium.
Well, as you can see, in the last quarter of an hour. And the qualifier that you'll remember under Glenn Hoddle. But as far as the Liverpool fans are concerned, it did become a pilgrim's paradise in 1977 and again in 1984. And there are many among the 4,500 Liverpool ticket holders who are, as I say, segregated tonight, who will remember those heady nights. And they won't need reminding either that it was the UEFA Cup, this competition, that Liverpool first lifted in Europe in 1973 and 1976. And the fans have already had the news that those two strikers, Totti and Batistuta, are missing. Totti's injured, or he's been injured and ill, and in dispute with the club president. Batistuta is on the bench protecting his recurring knee complaint. But look at the international talent bristling through that Roma side. The Argentine Walter Samuel marshals the defence. The wing-backs Cafu of Brazil and Candelar of France have both got World Cup winners' medals. Nakata of Japan in midfield, a hero in the land of next year's World Cup hosts. And Trevor, the two strikers, Montella and Del Vecchio.
It's still a very good side. Certainly Samuel at only 22 is an excellent player, very cultured. The two wing-backs vital to give the side width here at home. Emerson just coming back from a knee injury, very highly rated, 24 years of age and working his way back to fitness. The Cat has got an opportunity then really to replace Totti as an attacking midfielder.
Now, what about Liverpool? Emil Heskey failed a fitness test, so he joins Gerrard and Murphy among those unavailable. But those coming back after injury include Jamie Carragher, who comes in at left-back, Christian Ziege, who will start on the left of midfield, Nicky Barnby, who scored in all the away legs so far, and Michael Owen, who partners Robbie Fowler, who wasn't even born when Liverpool won the European Cup here in '77.
Well, familiar look to the defence. Wenger and Eriksson will be pleased seeing 4 English players, Carragher, Barnby, Fowler and Owen, and Ziege on the left-hand side of midfield. Got to really try and show his worth this evening.
Well, the man who scored that winning penalty in 1984, Alan Kennedy, is sitting right in front of us, working for a Manchester local radio station. And there are some familiar faces all around tonight, including Sven-Göran Eriksson, of course. And this is going to be the real test for Liverpool now. They've had 3 rounds. They've played 2 East European teams. Then they played in Greece. Now they're playing the leaders of Serie A. Roma, who are 6 points clear. Capello there, their coach. A fantastic record with AC Milan and Real Madrid. And it's his wits really being pitted here tonight against those of Gerard Houllier. Liverpool are in their orange change strip. They're going to play from right to left in the first half, attacking the goal that Tommy Smith and Kevin Keegan, well, it was Phil Neal from a penalty, but those memories from '77 keep coming back, don't they? Michael Owen jumping there for the first opportunity for Liverpool. Now, number 8, Nakata, the Japanese midfield player. Roma looking here for a first leg lead then, Trevor.
Yes, it's European football. It's strange sometimes not to concede a goal at home is extremely important. Roma strong defensively, and I'm sure they'll be looking to take a lead, but over 2 legs I expect them to be very tight, these 2 ties.
The man in charge is Markus Merck from Germany. And it's Roma already on the attack here, looking for Del Vecchio and Montella. And Liverpool perhaps looking here to really capitalise on this. That's Ziege getting in there, and Gary McAllister on the far side to capitalise on this Owen-Fowler combination. But here for Roma is Emerson, the number 11, not the one that used to play for Middlesbrough, by the way, but this one is number 11 is Brazilian also. Number 6 there for Liverpool, Marcus Babbel. Really, two changes in the defence, Trevor, aren't there? Rinaldi and Mangoni don't normally play for Roma.
They'll be a bit nervous, and the young player, certainly Samuel's done very well. When I saw him play against Parma a couple of weeks ago, Zago and Aldier, who, of course, Aldier, very experienced player, and Zago also both Brazilians.
Zago is suspended tonight, will be available for the second leg in a week's time. This is Montella. The referee will give a free kick there. It was Marcus Babbel's challenge, and it's in a dangerous position. It's on Candelar, the wing-back. And he'll take the free kick. Danger for Liverpool early on. And scrambled away, rather. Fowler gets a touch. This is Cafu, the other wing-back, and he's been challenged by Ziga. And the referee comes running across straight away and wants a word with Ziga. This is why Gerard Houllier picked Ziga in that position to stop Cafu raiding down the right. This is just a verbal warning for the German.
I think he was very lucky not to pick a yellow card up. Both Candelar and Cafu have shown what good wing-backs they are, can go past people.
Montella and Del Vecchio waiting in the centre here. Oh, what a waste by Cafu, but Vesterveld had to go down to save the follow-up shot. Nakata, who's wearing gloves tonight, has really got his chance in the starting lineup because of the absence of Totti. He's often a substitute, the Japanese player for Roma. Here's Cafu. Candelar. Mangoni. There's too much pace on that.
Thanks, Owen, and Fowler have been paired together to suggest Liverpool definitely looking for the away goal. I think it's so important if you can get an away goal. Just a case of whether the likes of Barmby and Ziga can get forward, give them a supply, and Gary McAllister, an important person in some of the creative forward passes.
Saw Phil Thompson there issuing instructions. The second leg is a week tonight, by the way, at Anfield. You can look forward to seeing that with us as well. Often there was a 2-week gap in the calendar for UEFA Cup ties, but not in this round, round 4. This is Emerson for Roma. Nakata. Candelar. To number 19, Samuel, the Argentine. Now across to Rinaldi. Samuel has got a good range of passing. He laid a goal on for Batistuta against Parma the other week. That's well played by Tomazzi. He's found Emerson, and Candelar again overlaps on the left-hand side. A run here by Montella.
See, very much a left-footed player.
Totti in the crowd tonight. It's caused quite a lot of controversy in Rome, this argument he's having with the club. It's all to do with who pays for what among his army of physiotherapists and helpers and masseurs.
This is ill as well, John. It didn't look too ill.
Not really. Nakata's through ball. That's Del Vecchio on the chase. And still Del Vecchio, who very, very nearly squared that to Montella. Candelar on the left-hand side again.
This was the little back hill. Good defending there, plenty of numbers back.
So Vecchio, who scored, as Mark Lawrenson was saying, against France in the final of Euro 2000. And here's Michael Owen trying to score for Liverpool. gets right into the heart of the action there. But as the shot is blocked, it's Roma who break away with Cafu. It was Nick Barmby who had the original shot for Liverpool.
I think it was Emerson who got back well to make the vital tackle.
Barmby, who's got this canny record of having scored in the 3 away ties that Liverpool have played so far in the UEFA Cup. This is Tomazzi. Candelar coming in far side, bounces off him. Well, Capello, the Roma coach, was one of those, rightly or wrongly, linked at one time with the England job. Here's Nakata. Oh, flags up. There's an offside here. But Fabio Capello at 54 has just signed a new 2-year contract here. He won 4 titles in 5 years with AC Milan and took them to 3 successive European Champions Cup finals. Gabriel Batistuta, a legend in his own time. Here's an opportunity perhaps for Liverpool to get moving, but the pass from Jamie Carragher was intercepted by Cafu. That's Nakata looking for Candelar, and they've got Del Vecchio down that side. Montella's in the centre, and all the time at the moment in the opening stages, Candelar is getting plenty of the ball. This is Tomazzi, and now the other wing-back Cafu on the chase. That's too long.
Certainly Cafu and Candelar have been the key players for me at the moment to play the wing-back role. Got to have width from those two, and they'd love to get forward. At the moment, Roma certainly providing those passes. Just the final ball hasn't been provided so far.
Gerard Houllier on his feet. He was telling me before the game just how many players are unavailable to him tonight. We haven't mentioned the likes of Redknapp and Berger and Bishkan and Hegem, as well as the recent injuries, including Emil Heskey, who did travel and trained last night, but it was never going to be enough to get him into the fitness frame tonight. Gary McAllister there for Liverpool, looking for Barmby. Del Vecchio. Candelar. Montella's made the run. This is Ziga. Samuel trying to ward off Robbie Fowler. Does so with a square pass, showing plenty of confidence. That was Mangoni who picked it up, gave it to Candelar. Nakata. Now it's a good-looking ball. This is Del Vecchio. Well, can he pick it up, Vesterveld? I think he can, and he's been fouled, in fact, by Montella.
It took an age to get any support, didn't they? Vecchio does very well. He crosses the ball, but no one's there. Ocho doesn't know that. He scrambles up, and then they say, well, do you want to pick it up or not? And Montella comes in a bit late.
Might have just momentarily crossed the goalkeeper's mind. Well, wasn't going to be called a back pass, but fortunately for Liverpool, not. Here's Fowler, and he, in fact, is penalised there. This is the referee who took charge of the semi-final of Euro 2000. Didn't please the Italians too much because he sent off Zambrotta and also gave Holland 2 penalties, which they promptly missed. This is Alessandro Rinaldi on the near side, getting a rare chance in the Roma starting lineup. That's Emerson. I would say there are upwards of 70,000 here for this. It's a big night in the UEFA calendar. Forward here by Rinaldi again. McAllister. Fowler. That was Mangoni going in with the header. Harmon for Liverpool. This is Babel. Throw in quickly taken by Emerson. This is Del Vecchio. He's got Montella in the centre. Goes round the outside, looks for the free kick, gets it.
He was looking to get up quick, wasn't he? He thought he might have got away from Montella there. Got the challenge, got the free kick, and just had a look, but then got the decision. And again, at the moment, just getting a bit stretched, not keeping the ball long enough themselves, Liverpool.
Del Vecchio waiting in the centre now with Montella. Two others joining in. Vesterveld came to punch that away from Samuel. Here's Cafu.
Better delivery of the free kick. A lot of people in there. Vesterveld decided not to catch. Didn't get great distance, but in the end, Cafu shot wide.
Capello at the moment, calm and arms folded. It's a big occasion for his club too, although they would probably say in Rome that the Scudetto, or the Italian title, is their biggest priority this season. Their rivals and neighbours, Lazio, won it last year. This is McAllister for Liverpool, and it didn't quite run for Michael Owen. It's Candela. Samuel. Tomazzi. To Cafu. Arman. Tomazzi again. It's Ziga who slides in with the tackle, finds Haman. Barmby with Owen and Fowler making forward runs. And making one on this side is Cafu, and it's well cut out by Jamie Carragher. To Ziga. Liverpool stroking the ball about well. This is Marcus Babbel. Owen.
Switch play much better there. Got out certainly down the right-hand side where there was a lot of space. Just in that final third at the moment, Owen and Fowler not quite working in tandem.
No, there's no muscular presence of Heskey up there, of course. He would have been perhaps an important figure in this tie. May still be if he's fit for the second leg, but I don't think he's that likely to play in the cup tie on Sunday at the moment. Montella trying to get through. These are big, few mega days for Liverpool, really. They've got Manchester City in the FA Cup on Sunday, then the return with Roma, and then the Worthington Cup final against Birmingham in Cardiff the following Sunday. Here's Ziga. McAllister. Ziga again. Tries to go for a return, and Christian Ziga getting one inside the 18-yard area. Antolioli out.
Hasn't done himself justice, I don't think, at Liverpool yet. When he first got into the team, he made a few defensive errors. Probably why this evening is sort of left side of midfield.
Tomazzi. Cafu. Roma had a 2-1 away win at Bologna at the weekend to maintain their 6-point lead. They play Lecce here in the next league game this Sunday. But they've only won the title twice in their history, Roma, and the last time was back in 1983, the year before Liverpool last won the Champions Cup. That's Cafu. Arman. McAllister. Barmby. Montella in the centre is signalling that he wants the ball, but Del Vecchio is further forward in this attack. This is Nakata. Oh, and Montella came through the crowd there. Well, he came behind Onsho, actually.
It was a good ball. Certainly took out the midfield, and Montella, as you can see on the right-hand side of the pitch, and just comes into that space. His leg just can't make the contact to get it under control.
This is Rinaldi for Roma, and it's already obvious from the way that they've played in this first 16 minutes that Cafu and Candelar are the pivotal part of the team, the two wing-backs. Their pattern of play depends entirely almost on getting the ball to one side or the other. This is Emerson. On show. It was Owen that went down, but it's Montella now trying to find Nakata. Carragher clears for Liverpool. It's as if Emerson may be injured. This is Mangoni.
Yeah, Cafu took a knock on that challenge as well, and he's the one hobbling out wide here. That'd be a blow if he can't get forward.
Yes, I think Cafu is the worst of the two. He is hobbling, and the assistant referee on this near side just signalled. That's where Cafu got hurt. They just signalled for an offside. That is an injury that he looks as though he may find it hard to shake off, Cafu. Trippier for Liverpool. McAllister. Babel. Fowler makes the run behind the defender. Robbie Fowler for Liverpool. Oof.
It was unlucky, just tried a toe-ender there. Good ball, just got in between the defenders. Little one through the legs initially. Just stretches, tries to go for a toe-ender, but it wasn't quite as dangerous on the replay as it looked initially. But just trying to get an opening.
And of course, an away goal would be, well, I say priceless. It isn't always that way, but it's certainly the second prize, so to speak, when you're playing these European ties. Here comes Del Vecchio. Liverpool throw. Story about Del Vecchio, just to clear up something that a lot of Italian supporters in London have asked me, and then back at home. He scored, as you know, to put Italy 1-up in the Euro 2000 final, and with 27 seconds to go they were still winning. A lot of people wondered why the referee added on so much stoppage time. One of the reasons was Del Vecchio took so long to go off the pitch when he was substituted. Go back to that in a minute. That's Nakata. Tomazzi. Liverpool breakaway. McAllister. And Ziga coming down this side. Del Vecchio went off to huge applause in the stadium in Rotterdam, but he took so long to get off the pitch, the referee added another 30 seconds on top of the normal substitute time, and it was in that period that Wiltord scored for France and changed the game. So if he gets substituted in future, he might move a bit quicker. Here's Nakata. Montella. Did that make any sense to you, Trevor? Sorry, that's a bit of a long-winded explanation.
No, we got the gist of that.
Here he is now. It's Del Vecchio on the run. Nakata in the centre. Referee goes across. The tackle was by Onshow. That's the third time that Liverpool have conceded a free kick on that side of the pitch.
Even without Totti and Batistuta, they look very confident, bright side, as they should. Top of their league.
They've taken that one quickly, and Montella is right there in the 6-yard box, and Liverpool defending well. Barmby, volley's clear. Mangoni. Rinaldi. See. Oh, Del Vecchio will flick this on. Didn't go where he wanted it to. Emerson gets it nonetheless. Then Walter Samuel comes forward and plays it wide to Candelar. That's his cross towards Cafu. Well, Alan Hansen said how important the first 20 minutes